Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about another way to get out of a contract. I've kind of stumbled along on some of the videos to try to communicate in this channel. If you're new, welcome. It's all about getting information to you that you can use, either to help you find a professional that will help you further, or to just help you work out a particular situation or have a little bit more information, whether you're getting into it or getting out of it. This topic weaves in with some of the others that I have already, some of the other videos that I've already posted. We have rescission, I'll put the link below, which is where you walk away from a contract. We have a breach of contract, which is where one party does what they're supposed to, one party doesn't. There's a way to get out of a contract, and you're going to call getting out of it something different. That means something different to you than to me or to another person. So I'm going to try to use the same lingo here so that we all understand what we're talking about. When you sign a contract, you should read it before you sign it. You should also be aware of what is going to happen in what order, what you are supposed to do, when you are supposed to do it, and if there are any outs in the contract, either for the other side or for you, that you follow those as well. If you have paid money already and now you want to cancel or you can't take advantage of what service or good you were going to get, but you've paid everything already, you're going to be more motivated to get your money back. That's a little different than a person over here who has paid a deposit and then owes more and has contracted in the document, in the contract, they've agreed to pay that additional amount. Now, they may have part or all of their deposit at risk, but they aren't going to be fighting like this person over here who's paid everything. So that's something else to keep in mind when you sign the contract in the first place. Do you have to pay it all up front? And how sure are you that this is what you want to do? Work into the contract additional provisions if that's going to help you. So now, but here, when we want to go a different direction, before you go to the other side, you've signed. So read it and be assigned. Are the rights under the contract, can they be assigned? In other words, if you are having some type of a service or thing with somebody's providing a service to you, can they assign it and have somebody else do it? Obviously, if you're going to hire a caterer and you've chosen food, you don't want them assigning it to somebody else. So if they have notified you they're going to assign it to someone else and you don't like that, that could be your way out. Okay, so look for whether it says it's personal, and the reason I'm saying that is because you then want to look and see, can you assign the contract? Can the contract be transferred? Can this contract that you entered into be sold to someone else? For example, have you rented a venue to have an event? With, whatever the occasion, have you picked the menu? Maybe you've rented a venue and it comes with catering, but you haven't even selected the food yet. But the contract either does say it can be transferred, or most likely it doesn't say anything. So if most contracts are not going to say you can assign it, they might say that the other party can assign it. But if you are the consumer, you most likely are not going to be able, they're not going to say you can assign it. Maybe they will, like in a lease, if there's an ability for you to do a sublease, it's in there. But other types of services, they're either going to say you can't transfer it, or they're not going to say anything. So if it doesn't say anything about selling it, transferring it, or assigning it, then you can. And so why this is important is you won't go back to them. You are going to look for someone, hopefully there's enough time. Can you find somebody else who can take advantage of this contract that you've entered into? Can you transfer it to them, sell it to them, maybe give them a little bit of a discount that is going to help them, but also help you tremendously, especially if you have paid everything up front. And that way you sell it to them, They pay you, you assign the rights under the contract, and then notify the other party. This contract entered into on this day, here is the information, and if it's a written contract, it should have a modification section that says there can't be any changes, etc., without it being in writing. But if you're not changing anything in the contract, you're just transferring it to someone else, notify the other people, wish them all good luck. And in the case of the catering and the venue, they're not out anything. They've already been paid by you. The new people coming in maybe got a little bit of a deal, a little haircut on the price. They got what they want. They now come in as the successor to you, the assignee, and take over from there. The situation is different if you have paid you've paid a deposit and then there's additional money that's owed. Here, to someone else if you can, maybe give them a little break. They get the benefit of your full deposit applied to the rest of the contract. They make the next payments under the contract. They just step in your shoes and you're out. So that's one suggestion on how you can get out of a contract in more layman's terms to actually help you find some other way out. I will do a couple of other videos on the subject so that can help you think of ways, creative ways, depending upon, it's hard for me because I don't know the exact circumstances. So leave any comments or questions that you have below. Give me a thumbs up if this video was helpful to you. Share it with someone who might benefit. Subscribe to see the other videos. Check out the playlist because all the videos are organized by playlist, and if you need a little bit more information, sometimes they get buried and scrolling through YouTube is hard, so just go to the playlist and that might help you. And check out FinelyRevealed.com. The website has been revamped. We're putting up information. I've been really busy and I've got lots of information and new things for you, so stay tuned and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.